Hello, hello, my magical friends. The gold glitter might be a little too much today. What do you think? Happy New Year. So I was looking for fireworks. I do truly enjoy the filters on Facebook. Ooh, now we got little flashes. Hi Louise. Mwah! How you be? Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. So I didn't find fireworks, but I found sparkles. So we'll go with sparkles today. It's cute. Okay, good. I would actually like to try some more, but I don't know if I can ever turn it off in the midway, so we'll deal with it. Hello, 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 my magical friends. It is December 29th, 2020. If you don't know who I am, I'm Dr. Andy of Dr. Andy's World, where we take a different perspective on pretty much everything. That's kind of my target. How can we look at things differently? How can we ask questions? What different energy can we bring to situations that could change everything with total ease? Some of my favorite stuff, especially when it comes to animals. I am a certified animal chiropractor. I play with access consciousness, play with dogs every day for shockingly almost 18 years. But here we look at things different. So if you're ready for different, come on in. So we're here I'm here. I hope you're here. Every Tuesday afternoon, 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. It is TLC, the Tuesday live chat. Today, I have plans. I always have plans. I can always talk about stuff. But I am checking in with you. What's up in your world? How was Christmas? How much fun did you have? That dirty little word called fun. Did you have any fun with your family? Did you have fun just for you and didn't tell anyone? Did Santa bring you everything that was on your list? Like, what else is up? Is there stuff coming up with your animals? There's lots of stuff that come up with the animals around the holidays. A lot of them do choose to leave their bodies at this time of year. Hi, Miss Keisha. They choose to leave their bodies this time of year. Sometimes I perceive that it is the crazy that we be. Gold snow. We were going with gold sparkles, but yeah, it could be gold snow. We had snow last week. Now we have like 2021 snow, right? Something like that. But animals choose to leave their bodies this time of year because a lot of it can be our crazy. Have you noticed the extra crazy? And in this crazy year of 2020, we have a little extra crazy with the holidays. And they also get that they perceive that we are going into winter. And sometimes bodies don't really enjoy that cold. And some are like, you know what? Time for a new one. This isn't fun anymore. And what if we only stayed in our bodies as long as it was fun? What if our animals would actually choose that? Stay in their bodies only until it wasn't fun anymore. And it is our points of view that keep them here longer. I actually wasn't planning on talking about this topic per se today, but I just wanted to throw those couple questions out into your world. It's been coming up a lot with, it gets obnoxious and then it fades away. I can always tell which lives I do by the filters I stick on them, which, it's fun for me. All right, today, my friends, if nothing's coming up, nobody has any other topics to throw out there at me. Anything is better than this. How many of you are looking, well, I was going to ask how many of you are looking forward into or forward to 2021, or are you doing more of looking back on what is your word for 2020? Awful it was, difficult it was, stressful it was, awesome it was, relaxing it was, whatever your word is for 2020, Are you looking forward into 2021, or are you looking back and going to the limitation of anything is better than this? Anything is going to be better than 2020. Is that actually true? Or is that also a twist on our old favorite called limitation? Let's see, a couple weeks ago, did a fun Dr. Andy's World podcast with my BFF Autumn Shields. The first so many segments were us talking about situations and stories, and we talked a little bit more about that on the last TLC last week. And then the very end of that show was kind of my point of view, my PSA, my public service announcement on what if we do this switchy of our perspective. What if we looked at 2021 very differently? Instead of anything is better than this, limitation, statement, decision, computation, how do you create from there? It's difficult, possibly impossible. So what I talked about at the end of that show was, how can we out-create in 2021? Out-create ourselves, out-create COVID, out-create our business, out-create our relationships. What can 2021 now out-create? You notice your head can't go to XYZ. Your head goes, huh? Out-create? Well, what, huh? And from that space of, huh? What if that's where the possibilities live? What if that's where the possibilities actually come from? From a mind that went, huh? Does not compute. What if that's where the possibilities live? Not from the decisions, the judgments, the conclusions, the computations. What if it comes from the, huh? I don't know what you mean, Dr. Andy. Out-create? What is that? What could that possibly be? God knows I know what. Anything is better than this. Anything is better than remote learning with my children at home. Anything is better than trying to figure out 2 workplaces with my husband. Anything is better than, but what if it isn't? But you decided. And that energy goes, oh. That limitation sets in. Oh. So you don't actually see anything that you do not consider better. I'm going to say that again. You will not see the possibilities. You will not see the opportunities. You will not see anything that doesn't match what you have decided is better. Okay. So what have you decided is better? Right? What have you decided is better? So you decided this much is better, let's say. But you don't see anything else out here that could be the creation or the out-creation in 2021. So let's throw away the better. But it's positive, and we should always be looking for better, Dr. Andy. Okay, and what is actually possible that could blow your mind? Again, you got nothing, right? That space of, huh? What if that's where you create from? What if that's where no limitation lives? That's where all the possibilities live, in that space of, huh? No. See, we can't be too greedy. Can't be too greedy. We just want 2021 to be better. Why settle for better? When you put it that way, why just settle for better? Why not unimaginable? What about out creating anything you could ever imagine? What if that's 2021? What if that's what we all shoot for? Because none of us would actually ever know what will show up, how it will show up, and it never never, never, never shows up the way you think it's going to. It never shows up the way you think it's going to. It never, ever, 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 ever. So in, chatting with clients, chatting with, I don't know, maybe the person in the grocery store, but you don't even do a lot of that anymore, right? Like small talk is like whoop, out the window. But they would, anything's got to be better, right? Anything's got to be better than this year. And I'm like, well, how much more interesting can it get? And then they just go, huh? I don't, more interesting? So where have you decided you can't handle more interesting? Where have you decided you can't handle more different? Where else in your life and living have you decided you can't handle more change? What if you pull out that piece of paper and go back through those questions and write down those things? I can't handle any more change with my kids' school. I can't handle any. And go through and use our access tools and POC all of that. Go back through and take a look at that. Take a look at where you're limiting it. Take a look where your attention is. That, my magical, magical friends, your point of view will create your reality. So if you can't handle any more changes with your kids' schooling, you know what you're going to create? More things you are going to have to handle with your kids' schooling. What else is possible with my kids and with school in 2021? There's your question. Throw that out there. The universe has your back. And Keisha caught this quote. She's like, what if I didn't settle for better? What if none of us ever just settled for better ever again? What if we always shot for outcreation? Outcreate 2020. Like, what will it take to outcreate 2020? And everyone just went, oh, more? Yes, let's ask for more. What if this is the time? What if this is the time to actually ask for more and not less? Amber's like, bring it, I want it all, and don't stop there. Yeah, what if now, amidst massive change across the planet, is the time to ask for more and not less? What could that end up looking like for 2021? Individually and planet-wise, either way. Right? What if now is the time to actually ask for more? And what if that more can include more relaxation? What if that can include more space, even if you're just hanging out at home? What if that includes more friends? What if that includes more quote unquote work? What if that, whatever that more could be, but it doesn't have to be more work. I don't know if that didn't really come out the way I was looking at it, but more possibilities to create beyond what has already been created. More creation with the universe to be and live in that unimaginable space. Even if we're not going anywhere, even if we don't have the travel, which I think is funny because I'm such a humanoid, right? Like, I don't travel much, never have. I created a practice that requires me to work in it with my clients. And so getting away, whatever the hell that means, right, does not occur very often. But as soon as they said I can't travel, I'm like, I want to travel. Such a humanoid, right? Tell me I can't do it, I want to do it. But that travel always seems to be that milestone, right? Like let's, just as an example, like in network marketing, you know, when you talk about what would you like to do? I would like to travel. That seems to be like, I can choose more travel when I have made it. So what if that benchmark or that little tag or that little I've made it thing that was acceptable in this reality is now gone? Now, how do you know? What else is possible? Now, what would you choose? Travel's easy. Travel gets you away from every day. Travel costs money. And all of that is admired. It's encouraged in this reality, right? That's when you've made it. Well, if that's gone or limited or minimized, now what? What if it's making that meal from scratch? What if it's that, and my friend Amber's here, what if it's doing how many 14ers in a year? Like, what now is available for you that actually feeds your soul? That is truly you. Not to say that travel isn't, and that could still be sprinkled in there, but that benchmark is diminished at the moment. What would it take to change? How can travel be outcreated? How can we outcreate travel in 2021? Like that energy of travel, like I've created this so I can go on this trip. Well, now I've created this. What else do I choose? Like things have changed. How can we outcreate ourselves, our business, our relationships in 2021? What is truly, truly possible? Not just when you're in the heat of the moment. What else is possible here? Or sitting in traffic and frustrated up to here. What else is possible here? Those are the words. We all know the words. I say them a lot, right, my magical friends? But what is truly possible? That you have no idea what it's going to look like. How much more fun can we have in 2021? How much more interesting can 2021 be? How much just more can I ask for? More communion with nature. Go out, sit or stay in, sit with your plant in the house. I stand lots of times in my kitchen window, gazing over the lives that pass on the highway that I see in the midst of beautiful trees. And I look at it that way. It's not just cars. It's, everybody in those cars are living their own lives and experience things their way. And what are they up to? And where are they headed? And who are they going to see? That's kind of the energy that I look at this highway with. And I enjoy the highway. Other people, again, different perspective, right? Other people look at it and how do you handle the traffic noise? Well, that's one way to look at it, right? I choose to look at it, people's lives are utilizing this in the midst of these beautiful trees and beautiful homes. And I stand there and I breathe. So what if you ask nature to contribute to outcreation in 2021? What does nature have in store for you? What does the planet actually have in store for you? That if you don't acknowledge it, take a breath with it, sit with it, commune with it, you get to miss. So, what if we threw out better? You can use it here and there, I'll let you. But what if we go beyond? What if we go step into outcreation of anything is better than this? All right, that's what I had today. Hello, Miss Charity. How are you, my friend? Anything else popping for anybody else? Any other questions, comments, different topic? Okay. There's always that delay that I'm like, do. All right. Okay. Let's see. Well, we have the new year coming up. Thursday into Friday, 2021 has arrived. And now, what else is truly possible? Gosh, I either have fuzzies or hair sticking me in my eyeball when I do these. So I apologize. What else is coming up? What else we got? I'll be back here next week. Oh, the featured podcast. There we go. I knew there was something. Featured podcast that was on Friday, which happened to be Christmas Day. So I don't know how many of you caught it. Of course, you can catch it as it replays across Inspired Choices Network and across all the podcast platforms. Is what is your animal waiting for you to choose it? If you would choose it, would change everything. One of my favorite. Thank you, Miss Amber. One of my favorite questions to stop your mind. Nobody knows how to answer that question. I love it. It's the space of, and what if in that space is the creation of possibility? So what is your animal waiting for you to choose that if you would choose it, could change everything? On demand. The hashtag on demand. Yeah, that's a good word. I like that. Right? If you have the time, go listen to the podcast. I talk about that a lot, that question. If not, write it down here. What is your animal waiting for you to choose that if you would choose it, could change everything? Read it out loud every morning and see what the hell shows up. That's how this energy thing works. It's too easy. We don't choose it. Do you like my glitter raining down on me, Charity? Mm-hmm. This energy, the question, the different perspectives. They're too easy, so we don't tend to choose it. We tend to align and agree with the heavy and the significance of this reality. But we're here every Tuesday building muscles. To look at things just a bit different or a lot different. But what is your animal waiting for you to choose that if you choose it would change anything? Charity says, I'm always scared to ask Boston questions like that. I know exactly what look you get when you do. How much more of you is he asking you to be? What haven't you stepped into that he is waiting for you to step into? Those little beings are our biggest cheerleaders. And the more you acknowledge that of them, the more they will have your back and cheer you on forward. But we tend to dismiss them as silly little dumb animals. And they are far, far from it, my magical friends. So play with that question. Just play with it. You don't have to ask it directly to Boston. You could just ask it and see what shows up. Okay, be back here next Tuesday, 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Here, Facebook, Dr. Andy Harper's page. Who knows what we will be chatting about next week. But if you have any topics, guests, anything that you would like to bring on. Charity's like, no way, they're not at all. We're the dumb ones. What else is possible? Let me know. Pop them in the comments. Even if you're catching this at a later time, just pop it in the comments. We check back on the lives, and Facebook likes to notify us when we get new comments. So we'll see them. We'd love to know which direction you'd like to go, because I can talk about anything, I think, pretty much everything, anything, you know. Or I can find someone that can, and that would be fun. We're hoping to bring on guests here, and I think that's it. I think we're gonna celebrate like it's 1999. Good old Prince. You gotta listen to Prince on New Year. Come on. And let's see, how old was I? I'm going to do the math really quick. How old? What? 24. So yes, I was actually out and about, dressed to the hilt, partying like it was 1999. This year, not so much. Things do change. Mwah, mwah. So, Happy New Year, my magical friends. I'll be back here next week. We will chat some more about whatever we want to chat about because it's fun. Oh yeah. And until next time, how much fun can you have and how much fun can you have with your animals? Mwah.